The life of bangle makers of Firozabad was full of obstacles, which forced them to lead a life of poverty and deprivation. These bangle makers are born in poverty, live in poverty, and even die in poverty. They lead a life of trouble, tension, deprivation, and poverty, and for generations together, they have been engaged in this profession. They work in dingy and dark cells, sitting before high temperature, which often makes them blind before they become adult. They labor very hard, but they earn very little profit. The houses they live in are very small and dingy. These houses, called hovels, have crumbling walls, wobbly door, and without windows. All the members of the family live in the same house, so they are overcrowded with humans as well as animals. The old man in the house has an authority to do everything, and the children they remain uneducated and poor. They do not try to go for any other profession, but they want to continue with the same profession. So let us continue with the story of Mukesh in this part. Savita, a young girl in a drab pink dress, sits alongside an elderly woman soldering pieces of glass. Drab, dull, faded. So there's a young girl. What is she wearing? She is wearing pink dress, and that is also faded, dull. And she is sitting alongside an elderly woman. And what is she doing? She is soldering pieces of glass. So she is joining pieces of glass. As her hands move mechanically like the tongues of a machine, I wonder if she knows the sanctity of the bangles she helps make. So what is she making? She is making bangles. And she is a very young girl, unmarried girl, and she is joining those pieces of glass, and her hands are moving very mechanically. And the writer wonders if she knows the sanctity, holiness, sacredness of the bangles. So, bangles, what is its significance? Does she know? The sacredness, the significance during the marriage, does she know? It symbolizes an Indian woman's suhag, auspiciousness in marriage. So, what is the significance of bangles? It symbolizes an Indian woman's suhag, auspiciousness in marriage. And during marriage, you'll find girls wearing red bangles. It will dawn on her suddenly one day when her head is draped with a red veil, her hands dyed red with henna, and red bangles rolled onto her wrist. She will then become a bride. So once she is ready for marriage, once she is a bride, it will dawn on her, she will understand, she will realize suddenly one day. When her head is draped, when her head is covered with a veil, red veil, and her hands are dyed red with henna. So when mehendi is put on her hands, when her hand is with mehendi, and when she wears red bangles, she'll then become a bride, like the old woman beside her who became one many years ago. So this old woman had become a bride one particular day many years ago. Similarly, this young girl will also become a bride, and she will realize the importance of bangles, which symbolizes an Indian woman's suhag, auspiciousness in marriage. That's a good woman in marriage. She still has bangles on her wrist. Even in her old age, she has got those bangles on her wrist. Now she has bangles on her wrist, but no light in her eyes. Over the years, she has worked in this bangle making industry. And what has happened? What has been the result of it? Over the years, it has affected her eyesight. Though she is wearing bangles, she got married and she has joined this family. She started working. And what has happened over the years? She has lost her eyesight, but no light in her eyes. एक वक्त से भर खाना भी नहीं खाया. So she says she did not have enough food even once. So this elderly woman is complaining that she could not get enough food even one day. And her voice is drained of joy. So she is saying very sadly, she has not been able to eat enough. She has not enjoyed even one full meal in her entire lifetime. That's what she has reaped, getting married and joining this family of bangle makers. What has happened? She has not been able to get enough meal. So she has remained in poverty and grinding poverty. Her husband, an old man with a flowing beard, says, I know nothing except bangles. So they are there in this traditional business and they know nothing but bangle making. All I have done is make a house for the family to live in. So what he says, that what I have done is I have built a house for the family and nothing else I could do. This is what I have been able to achieve. And his accomplishment is building a house. Hearing him, one wonders if he has achieved what many have failed in their lifetime. So many have not been able to build that, but he has been able to do that. He has a roof over his head. At least he has got some shelter there. So the writer wonders that probably many others have not been able to achieve that what this man has been able to achieve. At least he has been able to secure a shelter for his family. The cry of not having money to do anything except carry on the business of making bangles, not even enough to eat, rings in every home. So what goes on in every home? The cry of not having money. So they are all poor people, though they are in the business of making bangles. They are in this profession, but though they have been carrying on this business, they have not been able to earn enough money. And this is what goes on in everybody's house. The young men echo the lament of the elders. So this cry, this complaint, young men also talk about all that, whatever elders talk about. Little has moved with time. So with the passage of time, there is no much change in Firozabad. Years of mind-numbing toil. So this toil, this hard work has been very boring and it has killed all initiative and the ability to dream. So what has happened? They don't know anything else other than bangle making. And over the years, they have been doing this traditional profession. But the complaint is that they have not been able to improve upon themselves. They have remained in this miserable condition over the years. And they do not have the ability to do something else or dream of something else. They don't have the ability to take initiative also. Why not organize yourselves into a cooperative? I ask a group of young men who have fallen into the vicious circle of middlemen who trapped their fathers and forefathers. So why they have not been able to come out of that? And here the writer says, why not organize yourselves into a cooperative? Why don't you form a cooperative? That's what the suggestion is given by the writer. And all these group of young men who have been asking, they have fallen into the vicious circle. And so there is a very bad or very cruel circle of middlemen. So there are middlemen who have trapped them, maybe by lending money. And even if we get organized, we are the ones who will be hauled up by the police. Police will catch them if they get organized. They will beat them, beaten and dragged to jail for doing something illegal. So what will happen in case if they organize themselves, then police will catch them. Police will drag them and beat them. So their acts will be termed as illegal, and therefore they do not want to get organized, and they remain in this trap of the middlemen forever. Their fathers have been trapped, their forefathers, their grandparents will be trapped, and now these young men also will be trapped. No leader among them, no one who could help them see things differently. So among these bangle makers, there is no leader, no one who can help them to see things differently. They are in this traditional business, but nobody can help them how they can come out of that. Their fathers are as tired as they are. So they have been in this profession. They have been doing a lot of hard work, but they have not been able to come out of that poverty. They have remained poor. They talk endlessly in a spiral that moves from poverty to apathy, to greed, and to injustice. So, what does apathy mean? Lack of concern. So, nobody is concerned about them. So, from poverty to apathy, to greed, and to injustice. So, they have been suffering from that. Nobody is bothered about them, totally unconcerned. Listening to them, I see two distinct worlds. So two different worlds, two distinct worlds, two different worlds. One of the family caught in a web of poverty. So there is a family that is caught in a web of poverty. They are not able to come out of that. So here when there is a complaint about this, the writer realizes one thing, that these people are the ones who are stuck in poverty. So one is they have been stuck in the poverty, and then there's a pressure of doing the traditional profession because because of the caste to which they belong to. By the stigma of caste in which they are born. The other a vicious circle of the Saukas, the middlemen, the policemen, the keepers of law, the bureaucrats and the politicians. Now first of all, they are caught in a web of poverty. And at the same time, they have been burdened by the stigma of caste. So, the kind of caste they have been born, the type of caste they are born, it's because of that they are forced to carry on this bangle making trade. And then there is a vicious circle of the Saukas. Then there are money lenders. Then there are middlemen, policemen. They are all troublemakers. The keepers of law, the bureaucrats, the politicians, they are all troubling them. Together they have imposed the baggage on the child that he cannot put down. What has happened? Together they have done all that. On one hand, they are all poor. On the other hand, the caste they are born in, it's because of that they are there in. Then all those people around whom they are all residing, or those people who have trapped them, it's mainly because of their problem also. They are not able to come out of that. The burden which they are carrying on, the baggage, the burden which they have been imposed with. So he is not able to get rid of it. The child is not able to get rid of it. And before he is aware, he accepts it as naturally as his father. The way his father has accepted all that. So similar way he also accepts that. To do anything else would mean to dare, To do anything else means to have courage and go against all these people. So what has happened here? These men, they are complaining that they have been caught in a vicious circle. So all these people who are very greedy, saukars, middlemen, they have put them in a trap. They are not able to come out of that. They are stuck in poverty, and then there's a pressure of their traditional profession in which they are born. And then there is a never-ending cycle of moneylenders, middlemen. They take the money, then they tell them that they have been living there illegally. So they are afraid to go against them. So these young boys who have got into this profession, they become part and parcel of this vicious circle. And even before they realize, they accept all that. They don't dare. They don't go against all these forces. So let's see some of these questions. What makes the city of Firozabad famous? For what Firozabad is famous? Mention the hazards of working in the glass bangles industry. Third question, how is Mukesh's attitude to his situation different from that of his family? Mukesh has his own aspirations. Mukesh has dreams. So how is his attitude different from that of his family members? So think over these questions. Try to write answers for these questions. And daring is not part of his growing up. Here, they don't have courage to face them, to face these saukars, middlemen, policemen, bureaucrats. They can't go against them. When I sense a flash of it in Mukesh, I am cheered. So Mukesh is different from other family members. I want to be a motor mechanic, he repeats. He wants to do something. He doesn't want to just follow blindly whatever other family members were following that. So there's a spark in his eyes. That is what the writer sees. He will go to a garage and learn, but the garage is a long way from his home. So he wants to learn. He wants to become a motor mechanic. I will walk, he insists. Do you also dream of flying a plane? He is suddenly silent. So he wants to go to a garage, learn the job, but the writer asks whether he dreamt of flying planes. The boy became silent. He became quiet. No, he says, staring at the ground. In his small murmur there is an embarrassment that has not yet turned into regret. He is content to dream of cars that he sees hurtling down the streets of his town, hurtling down, moving down the streets. Few aeroplanes fly over Firozabad. His ambition is not too high. He wants to drive a car. He wants to become a motor mechanic. He knows what he can become. He knows the practical problems. And he knows the reality. And he knows what aim he should have. So when she says whether he dreamt of flying planes, he becomes silent. He refuses to answer. He did not know about them as he did not know about planes much. And here, few airplanes, hardly any aeroplanes, flew over Firozabad. Probably he doesn't know much about all that. But he is very happy. He is content to dream of cars that he sees around, moving down the streets of Firozabad town. So his dream is to become motor mechanic. And Mukesh has aspirations. Mukesh has a dream. He wants to do something else. He doesn't want just blindly follow the traditional business.
का ही है। बैंगल्स के बाद यहाँ ग्लास शुरू हुआ है। पहले यहाँ से फिरोजाबाद सिर्फ सेल करने के लिए आया करती थी बैंगल।
अरे पिताजी करते थे पहले ये काम। पिताजी के एक्सपायर होने के बाद में ये काम हमने किया है।
हमारे बाप दादा और बाप दादे और बाप दादे काफी अर्से चल रहा है बड़ी काम तो।
काम 8 साल की उम्र से कर रहे हैं। जब सीख गए तो आदत बन गई है, क्या करते हैं। पहले डर लगता था, हम नहीं लगता।
हमको खुद नहीं मालूम कि हम कितने साल के थे, बहुत छोटे थे, काफी छोटे थे। आज हमको कम से कम ये समझ लो, आज हमें काम इस गर्म काम में घुसे हुए आज कम से कम 35 साल करीब हो गए।
तो प्रॉब्लम तो होता ही है, थोड़ा सा गर्मी है उस वजह से।
सेफ्टी के लिए यहाँ कुछ भी नहीं है। सेफ्टी के लिए अगर हाथ कट भी जाता है तो ये सुतलियाँ हैं, सुतलियाँ इनको निकाल लीजिए और यूं करके बांध लीजिए। खून रुक जाएगा कुछ देर के लिए, फिर फेंक दीजिए। यही पट्टी है यहाँ पर।
यहाँ तो जलते ही रहते हैं, जलने ही काम है। ये काम ऐसा है कि यहाँ कोई किसी का वो नहीं है। आज आ गया कल तो कल दूसरा आ जाएगा। आज मैंने कर लिया कल दूसरा कर गया, परसों कोई और कर गया।
छुट्टी वगैरह पड़ती है, रजिस्टर्ड छुट्टी पड़ती है, त्योहार वगैरह, इतवार वगैरह, संडे वगैरह, इसके कोई पैसा नहीं मिलता आप लोगों को।
आफ्टर 15 आवर्स वर्किंग स्टार्ट हो जाती है। भट्टी में जब कांच मेल्ट हो जाता है तो उसको हम लोग लोहे की लदियों से, बड़ी बड़ी लदियां होती हैं, उससे हम लोग निकालते हैं। लॉन्ग बेलन पे जाती है, उसके बाद उसमें चूड़ी बन जाती है। चूड़ी स्प्रिंग टाइप की चूड़ी बन जाती है। कई तरीके के वर्क्स होते हैं चूड़ी के ऊपर। कुछ जरी का काम करते हैं, कुछ हिल का काम करते हैं, कुछ पॉलिश का काम करते हैं। कुछ लोग ऐसे ही प्लेन भी बेचते हैं, जुड़ने के बाद प्लेन चूड़ी भी बिकती है।